Welcome back to part 9 of our Twin Flames, a New Earth series. By gosh, it's been quite some time since we shot the last one. Not all that long.
Not that long.
I mean, we've had we're announcing our 15th Harmonious Union today.
Yeah, I think when we started this series we had like 9, right?
9? I thought it was 11.
9 or 10, something like that. And now we're at 15.
They just keep coming. The lesson is when you do the work that we teach you, you will come into Harmonious Union. And in Twin Flame Ascension School, we like to make the joke a lot: when the teacher gets paid, the student gets laid. So in today's video, we're talking about the economy. What would the economy look like? What does life purpose look like? What does creating look like in the new earth? And so if you remember from the previous videos in the series, a new earth is the earth based on Twin Flame Union, the earth based ultimately on love. So what does the economy look like? Well, first, to understand the economy as a whole, you need to understand what the economy is based on. And in today's economy in the world, it's based on labor, or what you can extract from the earth, from people, what you can extract. And you trade your energy basically for money. And it's really not this very good feeling thing. It's about what are you going to give up in order to get something. And it's honestly, it feels so archaic and weird for me to even talk about that.
I know,
because it's been so long since I've related to reality in that way.
Same here.
And I've always been very wary about participating in that economy. For a long time now, I've been living my life purpose, and we've lived our life purpose.
Right. And for our divine economy, it's more like, well, what can you give to another? And what can they receive from you? And in the receiving, obviously they're giving money, or
Well, the beautiful thing about money is I can give whatever it is that is valuable for me to give. I can give my gift, and you can pay money for it, and then you can give your gift and to anyone, and they can give you money for it. And so it's this universal medium of exchange where your money represents the gift that you've given to others. And that's why we're so proud of the money that we have, because every dollar we have represents a gift that we've given from our hearts to enrich the lives of others. So I'm very proud of my Corvette and my Porsche, very proud of our home, very proud of my wife's beautiful jewelry.
Aw, thank you.
And her lovely wardrobe, very proud of everything that we have. And so that's the result of living our life purpose. So on the new earth, the economy will be based upon people, everyone, living their life purpose. And so you won't have a world where everyone's really unhappy to go to their jobs, where everyone is stressed out, feels bad, where everyone is drained and depressed. You won't have a bleak, gray, empty, poor world. In fact, we talk about poverty in this video. It would mean the complete eradication of poverty. And that might seem like that's a bold statement, Jeff.
Like a pipe dream.
Eradicating poverty. Well, poverty arises from your consciousness, and this is what it means. Poverty is the result of you trying to get something. And you see our economy today, and people talk about the gap between the rich and the poor, and I don't see that in my reality. I see people who give a lot and therefore are rewarded with great wealth, and I see people who refuse to give or who try to take and therefore are rewarded with poverty. But in the world, we see people who, we see it as people who take, like all the billionaires are the ones who take, and it's this really imbalanced society where those who are rich are taking from everyone, and those who are poor have been taken advantage of, or who allow themselves to be taken from and feel they have no choice. But that's not the reality I live in. The reality I live in, those who have wealth are those who have given the most value to society, and those who don't have wealth are those who have refused to give or have yet to fulfill their purpose and function and give to the global economy. So if you have an economy where everyone's living their purpose, you're going to have a much richer, much more efficient, much faster moving economy. This means there will be enormously more opportunities for everyone's careers and businesses and jobs. And it means that there'll be a lot more competition, meaning you're never going to do something in the new economy that you don't want to do, and you're never going to do something for less pay than you deserve. And so you're not going to find a reality where you're taken advantage of, but you'll instead find a reality where you can find whatever it is you want to do. And there's always going to be a space for you to do it. There's always an opportunity for you to do it. And I believe we talked about education already. The educational system will support this economy where the education teaches people to live their life purpose, where the economy is filled with people that the education system taught to live their life purpose. So everyone knows how to find the dream in their hearts and express it. And we already teach this through Life Purpose class. The first 3 classes are free. You can find on twinflamesuniverse.com. And that will teach you over 150 hours of classes how to live your life purpose just as we do, and earn a great profit and a wonderful heavenly living from it. And look around your reality and see everything I have is a result of me blessing someone else with the gift in my heart. It's the result of me making the world a better place. And if you can imagine an entire global population of people, either in the process of being training, or having been trained to live their life purpose and are living out their life purpose, you will have a world so marvelous, so marvelously rich, and so happy to produce those riches. It will be a place of eternal wealth. And it will eradicate all poverty because there's always opportunity. And it's not going to mean that every single person is rich. That's not the case. It's going to mean that every single person who desires to be rich becomes rich. Every single person who doesn't really need wealth isn't really going to have it.
Yeah.
But there's not going to be anyone who looks upon the economy and says, well, what I want to do isn't there and it's not possible, and so I quit. Instead, they'll see what I desire in my heart is possible. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to feel really good about doing it. The economy and the world is going to support it. They're going to embrace it, and I'm going to find numerous opportunities and partnerships to do that. And it's just a really, really good feeling world.
I like that.
So, I guess creating was the last subject we talk about, and I do want to go into poverty a little bit. But creating is what you do naturally as a creative being. And if you have a life based on love, you're going to naturally blossom into who you're supposed to be and who you were created to be. And that's why we started with Twin Flames first. Is if you found harmonious union within your own self and your own life and with your twin flame, then it would naturally and automatically stabilize you and your life and your relationship with all of creation. And naturally, you would automatically begin to perform your function because it's really healing yourself and your being at the root. And being healed at your core, you blossom, you thrive, you come alive. And you see this, look at Twin Flames Universe and look at the whole list of all the beautiful twin flames who've achieved harmonious union. You see the couples, you can actually click on them now. And see profiles of them. Some
you
of them.
should check out our website. It got a really nice facelift.
Oh, it looks stunning now.
It looks totally different. It's really nice. Yeah.
So if you go to the homepage, you can see all the harmonious union couples on a slideshow.
Meet all 15.
Yeah, 15 today.
15 today.
Maybe 16 tomorrow.
Yes. You never know. It's always growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of a life of love, is it grows. Mm-hmm. And we want to not only teach that to you in our work, but we want to show that and demonstrate that to you through how we live our lives as proof that this work is real, that it works, and that it does what we say it does. So one last thing I want to delve into poverty, and I know we said, that harmonious union would eradicate poverty, and there would be no poverty on the new earth.
Right, yeah.
Poverty is a result of refusing to give or trying to take, which is the same thing. You believe taking and stealing means losing, and taking means that you believe there's not enough and you have to take from another's pool in order for you to have enough.
And this is this isn't just for North America or individuals. This also happens in whole countries and societies. some of the most poorest countries in the world are countries that are like this. They just try to take, try to conquer, try to swindle and do bad deals with other countries, and so they get steeped into deeper poverty.
And poverty can show up in any number of ways on every level. But a rich individual, a rich family, a rich city, a rich state, country, a rich society, a rich world is based upon giving. And so it's just a very simple shift in consciousness. It doesn't mean that tomorrow, everyone's going to live in a penthouse suite. It means that the moment that you choose prosperity in your mind, the moment that you heal poverty in your heart and your consciousness, is the very moment that prosperity begins to grow and sprout, and wealth begins to take root into your reality.
One of the reasons why I really love and appreciate our wealth and watching our wealth increase is not because I love a wealthy lifestyle, but because to me it's a spiritual barometer of am I giving of myself, or am I giving too little, and things that are not feeling that good in my reality.
Are there blocks to the flow of my giving?
Are there blocks, right?
Because if there are blocks to the flow of my giving, it's going to show up as blocks to the flow of my receiving.
Right, about money itself, I feel very neutral about it. I don't feel good or bad. But when I see my wealth increase, I'm only focused on, I'm helping people,
In the old world,
and it feels good to give and to help.
When your wealth increased, it usually meant that you lost something in order to gain that. You lost family, you lost relationships, you lost your health, you lost your life. But in order to just have a number in a bank account, or a nicer, better car than someone else, that's ego wealth. It's not real wealth. It's meaningless. But wealth in the New Earth has something of real, true meaning. It means that you're giving value to others. It means you're living your purpose.
At least you're loving.
It means your love is increasing and growing. And so you look at the garden of your personal wealth like a beautiful, rich garden on your property. And you love to see it blossom, and you love to see it bear fruit.
That's a perfect example. I love looking at my plants. I have indoor plants. I love watching them, grow, or, just be healthy. And it's the exact same feeling.
It was good.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us in this video. Check us out at twinflamesuniverse.com for our spiffy new website. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you, everyone.
See you in later videos.
We'll see you soon. Bye.